Tanya again. Today is just one of those days. I was strolling, on the internet on Facebook, and I was just watching some of these pages and just looking at some of these. What is going on with all of the fighting that's going on Facebook? Like everybody wants to do it for the Vine, do it for the Gram, World Star, and all of these things. Do y'all realize how degrading and ignorant that makes us look? It's sad because these young women are getting on here fighting and the mamas are recording it. Whatever happened to teaching your daughters how to bake? Whatever happened to teaching your daughters how to sew? Whatever happened to giving them a book and telling them to read the book and then do a report or tell you what the book is about? So now you're giving them a cell phone and you're teaching them to go knock on somebody's door and fight them, and you stand there and you egg it on or you record it. So what are we teaching them? That that's okay for them to literally go to someone's house and potentially be murdered? Do y'all realize that social media has turned into a new form of slavery? We are all one way or the other addicted to either Facebook. I know MySpace is gone, but Instagram, Vine, World Star Hip Hop. I get that you want to go on Facebook and post. I post, and I post all the time, whether it's my business page or my personal page, or whether it's posted on my friend pages. I post all the time. But we need to get away from posting all this negativity. It's either you sleeping with somebody's man, somebody's sleeping with your man, somebody's in your business, somebody's fighting your children, you in the club. Can we just get the social media into what it was potentially to be, a way to network with other people, a way to find your family members, or even keep in contact with your family members that may not even live in the same state that you live in? It is just horrible that Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and Malcolm X and all of these people who led the way for us to be able to do what we do today, everything that they did seems to be in vain, because the more knowledge we receive on how to use the social networking that could be something potentially a positive experience, it's being used as a negative experience. Do you think that I want to turn on my computer and look at your little booties on there, or your titties, or your vaginas? And what is going on with the vagina challenge? The challenges started off being something awesome, like the gospel challenge, and I thought that was so awesome that everybody was singing praises to the Lord. Next thing I know, here children going setting themselves on fire. Do you idiots realize that that was something that slave owners and people did to black people a long time ago? And now y'all got y'all ignorant behinds bonded in this mess once again? That is a form of slavery. All this challenging to do negative stuff. Challenge yourself to read your Bible. Challenge yourself to learn Bible verses. Challenge yourself to go to college, to graduate from high school, not to have 5 kids by the time you're 18 years old. Challenge yourself to learn how to bake a cake, cook a chicken, boil some water. Challenge yourself to do something instead of getting yourself caught up in the social media slavery. And that is all it is. We're getting caught up in watching these women with these 2-inch waists and these 50-inch butts, getting all the fat sucked out of the rest of their body, injecting it in their butt to make their waistline look this. My honey, look, it's not that crucial. I had a friend girl to tell me one time, when she's with a man, the man don't want no stomach. Okay, you should love you for you. He's not looking. I think a real man, yeah, he wants his woman to be attractive, but attractiveness does not start here. Attractiveness starts in here and in here. So we need to learn that this social media type slavery thing that's going on now, we all need to break those chains. It's getting dangerous. It's getting really, really dangerous. Now I hear that the mom of the young man who set himself on fire with the fire challenge got arrested, and child protection is looking at her. Good. Good. Why would you sit there and let your son or daughter or sister or brother set their food selves on fire when slave owners did it for fun? And it's just like this other challenge, the sleep challenge, where you hyperventilate until you get dizzy and then someone holds your chest so you can't breathe. Fool, do you realize that that's asphyxiation? And do you realize that that's what slave owners and other people did to our sons a long time ago? They hung them in a tree, fool. That's asphyxiation. So why do we give in to this type of nonsense? Every other day, somebody fighting. Every other day, somebody knocking on somebody's door fighting. Every other day, somebody's doing these dumb challenges. Let the social media be something productive and not something unproductive and negative. It's ridiculous. We as parents, as mothers, as fathers, sisters, brothers, we need to come together and try to educate our children more and more on what the social media thing should be used for. Because it doggone sure was not supposed to be used the way it's being used now. And we are all guilty, one way or the other, for posting negativity, for doing negative things, for having negative actions. But guess what? It can change. We can change that. I personally start my day off every morning, but this is my prayer. Before my feet hit that bed, hit the floor, I say 118 Psalms, 24th verse. Come on, y'all. It's time. Man, it's time. It's time. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Therefore, if I'm putting that out on social media every morning, maybe somebody else will say, okay, but this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice. And then everybody will start rejoicing, and then that way, maybe you'll start posting positive things. It's okay to have fun. I get that. And it's okay, when you find out some information about, how McDonald's is serving pink slime, and Burger King is serving horse meat or whatever. And that's okay, because that's information that the Food and Drug Administration, sometimes don't want you to know, or these big companies and corporations don't want you to know. So that's okay, because that's passing on information that could be helpful, potentially helpful for somebody else. But I'm talking about this other mess that getting people binding up and caught up and up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning watching people fight. Instead of filming these fights, instead of watching these fights, grown women and grown men, break it up. Tell these children what our foremothers and our forefathers did to get us beyond that point. These people used to jump on us and beat us just like we're beating each other now. But we're too dumb to see that. We're too dumb to see that. We should get out of the fighting mode and this Barbie doll mode. Everybody wants to be a Barbie doll. I can remember when I was growing up, me and all my friends wanted to be nurses, or we wanted to be mothers, or we wanted to be productive. I'll never forget, I wanted to be an aeronautical engineer. I wanted to go to the Air Force. I wanted to do this, and I had more ambition in my life than wanting to be a Barbie doll. But since these people are so caught up with the Kardashians and living like the Braxtons, getting the lip injections and wearing all of this weird looking makeup and all of this other stuff, they're so binded in what they're telling them they should look like, when the only thing that you have to do is get educated and be yourself. Love you enough to unchange yourself from this mess that's going on in social media. These challenges are killing our children. These challenges are killing our homes. They're killing our what could potentially be such an awesome thing as in social media. It's breaking us down. So we need to take control, people. We need to start posting more positive things. We need to start letting them see a more positive action. Get in the middle of some of this stuff. Break some of these fights up. Tell them the truth about what happened with their foremothers and forefathers. Educate them on what social media could potentially be as a positive thing and not as a negative thing. Can we all just do that? Or can we all just get along? Help me, help you, help everyone. Let's all help each other. We're all in this together. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, blue, green, whatever your race, color, creed, descent, whatever you are, we are all in this together. We need to save our children. They're important to us. They're important to me. Your children are important to me as mine should be to you. Let's try to break this social media slavery thing up. And let's start posting positivity, showing positivity, living as positive as we can, and just be better to one another in this social media arena. That's all I have to say for today. Y'all have a great day. Bye bye.